Okay, so I'm going to carry on. I may pause or stop the video depending on times and if I get really emotional. So I'm going to continue. So at the end of the last video, I showed you my daughter's little wristband and her umbilical clip. This was on the side of the intensive care incubator. She was very, very ill. And when they first talked to me about what was wrong with her, she had kidney failure. And I remember, and this is quite distressing for me, so I'm not going to put the camera on myself. I was at the hospital alone. And I'd gone down to see her. And she was fitting. The doctors shoved me to the other side of the room where the incubators were. They had taken up the floor space. They were huge. They looked massive to my tiny daughter. 5 or 6 doctors around my daughter. All these alarms going off on the machines attached to her. I felt so utterly helpless. I just wanted to hold her and make her feel better. There was nothing I could do, and I just wanted to make her feel better and let her know I was there. Watching that, I will never forget how big all these doctors looked compared to my tiny little girl. And how helpless I felt. I just wanted to hold her. I just wanted to make her feel better. I just wanted to make her feel safe. I wanted her to know her mum was there. Okay, I'm going to just pause the video for a moment. Okay. So my daughter was very ill. Seeing all those doctors and hearing all those machines and feeling so helpless that I couldn't do anything to make her feel better, that I couldn't hold her to make her feel loved and safe. My tiny little precious daughter. And I couldn't be there for her because she was so ill. Even though I was there in the room, I couldn't hold her, I couldn't talk to her, I couldn't comfort her. Just these machines, the sounds of the machines is all my daughter got to hear. I never got to sing to her, hold her, comfort her. She was very, very ill. And the doctors had made a decision on the 3rd day of her life to switch the machines off. I'll go through some of the other pictures in a moment. So she died at King's College Hospital from renal failure and intracranial hemorrhage due to viral encephalopathy. And she was premature. She had the viral encephaly because of the amniotic fluid. And when the doctors were doing that, the day before they switched the machines off, she was hemorrhaging. My daughter didn't get to feel her mum's love before she passed away, not properly. She didn't get to hear my voice. She just had pain. The sound of these machines and these strange voices, because a child's hearing develops in the womb and they hear the sound of the mother. And I knew that because when I was pregnant with my son, I used to sing to my bump, to my belly. And then after he was born, so he didn't feel disconnected to me, I sang the same song. With my daughter, those connections were ripped away because of her being so ill. And those things that I would have done to give her comfort and love, I couldn't do because of her being an incubator. When they turned off the machines, they put her in my arms. And I held her. I didn't want to stop holding her. That's her father there. There's a picture of him holding her. This is another picture from before she passed away. A close-up from this one. She, excuse me, I have to pause. So, the day that they switched off her machines, and they'd done that at this point, and I was holding her in my arms, we were allowed to spend time with her in a room. I bathed her and got her changed into a little jumpsuit, and I held her. I didn't want to let go of her. Here's a picture of her dad holding her before I bathed her and changed her from what the hospital put her in into her little jumpsuit. My mum came to the hospital, but she arrived a little later. But this is me getting her changed, getting her ready to put her in her own little outfit, and I just held her. I was talking to her the whole time, even though she'd already passed away. And that's Edmund's mother, Anne Dallin Tutchin. I don't want to look at Anne Dallin Tutchin. I want to look at my own mum. My mum, who, as soon as she could, she got to the hospital. My daughter had already passed, and I was really broken. So my mum knew that it wasn't good for me to stay at the hospital, because I was being affected every time baby cried. I was leaking milk. So my mum was like, let's get you a taxi, you can go back to yours. This is the wake of my daughter. And Anne Dallin Tutchin, ostracised me and my mother at my daughter's wake. We were shoved to the side like we were nothing. I'm going to show some more paperwork in a moment. I'm going to cut this video short right now and just organise the photographs. And just take 5 minutes to myself.